Hi guys, it's Carmen. I did an update on Monday. It's Friday. Today's March 14th, 2014. So happy Pi Day! Yay! I weighed today and I was 130 pounds. So I'm sticking between 128 and 130, which has been pretty okay, I guess. I'd like to stay in the 120s, but 130 is okay. My highest was 283. Day of surgery, October 1st, 2012, I was 217 pounds. So that was 17 and a half months ago. So I'm almost at my 1.5 year mark. Yay! If you've been following my story, you know that 6 months after I had my gastric bypass on April 20th, 2013, I had an ulcer perforate my bowels and I had to have emergency surgery. And then 6 months later, on October 28th, 2013, I had my second bowel perforation due to ulcer. Almost died both times. And so my doctor wanted me to, there was 2 options for surgery for me, because part of my pouch still produces acid, and because your pouch isn't supposed to have acid in it, it gets the ulcers, they don't heal, and there's really not a lot you can do about it. I'm on a lot of acid blocking medication to try to get my body to not produce the acid at all. I don't know if it's working or not. I haven't had any tests to see if it has. I don't feel like it is working 100%, but I do feel like it's better. Like, I still feel a little bit like I could have an ulcer in there right now. And I am 4.5 months out from my last one, so I'm pushing. I'm nervous I'm going to have another perforation before I get this surgery. So, okay, back to, in December I saw my doctor, and we talked about the options as far as fixing this problem. He told me about the pouch how it's still producing some acid, put me on extra doses of medication. I'm on 40 milligrams of Protonix, or the pantoprazole, twice a day, and I'm also on 150 milligrams of Zantac twice a day to hopefully stop production of acid. He wanted my surgery done at the beginning of the new year. He wanted it done as soon as possible, but we've had insurance issues because there's no code for the one surgery, which is taking my pouch and guessing about how high he needs to cut off, guessing about how much still produces acid and cutting it off, and cutting out the part of my bowel that's been damaged from the ulcers and the perforations, and then reconnecting it so I'd have a really small pouch again. Or the second option would be to go in and reverse the bypass, so put everything back the way it is, because when you get the bypass, you still have your old stomach in there. Every piece is still in there. They don't take it out like they do with the sleeve. The sleeve is not reversible because they take your stomach out of your body, because they cut it all off. But with the bypass, your stomach is still there to produce acid to meet later on down the connection into the Y. That's the RNY part. That's the Y connection. So you've got your pouch up here, like my fist, down to, you know, part of your intestine that comes down and meets down here. This is your old stomach with the duodenum and the other part of your bowels that were switched, and they meet kind of like this. And then they go through the rest of your intestinal tract. So they can reverse that. They can just unhook this the way it was and reattach everything, and then do the sleeve. And that's what he wanted to do, was to reverse my bypass and give me the sleeve. The more I thought about it, the more anxious I got, the more uncomfortable I was with the thought of it. So I have decided that I don't want to go that route, and I would rather him just cut off the part of my pouch that is producing acid and the damaged part of my bowels, which is not a 100% guarantee that it will stop the problem, because if he cuts too little off, then I'll still have a part of my pouch that produces acid, and it won't fix the problem at all. And if he cuts too much off, I'll have an itty bitty teeny tiny pouch, and I could lose so much weight that I wouldn't be able to function. They'd have to get like a feeding tube and stuff like that. But that's the route that I want to go. I feel more comfortable with it. I've prayed about it a lot. I may not be super religious, but I am very spiritual. And I follow my gut instincts, and I follow the feelings that I get. And it feels like the right decision for me just to go this other route instead of having my bypass reversed. I worked too hard for it. And a lot of my fears can be talked away logically. You know, you can logically look at it and talk away a lot of my fears and a lot of my feelings and the things that are giving me anxiety. But beyond that, it doesn't matter that you can talk them away, because it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. So I'm going with this other option. Sorry, I need to sit down a little bit more. My back really hurts. So if I would have known it would take this long with my insurance and the office to get me into surgery, I would have had the shots in my back so that I could move better. Unfortunately, I haven't got those shots in my back, and I am suffering because of it. Oh, and the reason that they haven't done the insurance hasn't approved either of the surgeries, because the gastric bypass reversal, they only have a code for open, and my doctor does not want to open me up unless he absolutely has to. He wants to do it laparoscopically. And then the insurance doesn't pay for the sleeve at all, like not even. So they're trying to find codes and stuff for my insurance to cover the surgery that I have chosen. And it's not like it's an elective surgery. It's not something that I would choose to do if I had another choice, you know, either of these surgeries. I don't want to go in for another surgery on my bowels. It's not something that I find fun. It's not something that I like. I don't want to do it. But it's something that is going to ultimately save my life. Because I don't think I can handle another bowel perforation. They're very hard, having infection and stomach acid and bile dumped into your abdomen in places it's not supposed to be, and having the stomach acid burn from your lungs to your ovaries and everything in between, and having that infection eat at those same places, you know, eat the flesh. It's extremely painful. It takes a long time to heal from. They told me, you know, expect at least 1 whole year after surgery on your bowels, especially after that much damage, at least 1 full year to heal from something like that. So I haven't healed from them yet, either of them. And it just keeps compiling on top of each other. I have called my surgeon's office once a week for the past 4 weeks. I've emailed the lady who is in charge of my case. I have emailed her once a week. I've told her my concerns, my fears, that I'm going to perforate before I get surgery, and that I'm having my vow renewal ceremony on May 3rd. I'm getting married. I'm finally getting a wedding. I get a dress. I get to celebrate with friends and family. I get, you know, the whole atmosphere of what girls dream of when they get married. I didn't get that the first time. I didn't get a dress. I didn't get friends and family to celebrate. Nothing. I got none of that. So we're doing it right this time, and I'm having that on May 3rd. I don't want to be right out from surgery on that day. I don't want to feel so horrible that day that I can't enjoy myself, and I don't want to be in the hospital that day. So I'm crossing my fingers, keeping them crossed, that A, I will not perforate before then, and B, that if they cannot do the surgery, if they can't do the surgery before then, I don't want to perforate before then, and that they'll be willing to do the surgery either after that day or very soon, so that I have at least a month to heal. You know, I have at least 4 weeks to where I can stand on my feet for more than 5 minutes without feeling like I'm going to pass out. And I always lose weight after a bowel surgery. After my bowels ruptured, I lost weight, even though they didn't do anything to my pouch. I don't lose a whole lot, about 10 pounds on average. And I don't want to lose so much that my wedding dress doesn't fit me anymore, because that would really suck. The place that I got it doesn't do refunds, and they don't, like, there's really nothing that can be done. But I did get a dress that has the corset back, so it laces up, so I can do it tighter if I need it tighter. There's not a lot of space to go tighter, because I got a size apparently that is, it fits me really perfect right now. Has room that if I was to gain any weight or be swollen, it has room to go out, and doesn't have a whole lot of space to go in, but I didn't want to get a size smaller than what I got because I didn't want it to be too small. Ugh, so frustrated. So, like I said, I've called every week, I've emailed every week, and I have not gotten any news back. Nothing for 4 weeks. She has not once tried to call me back or email me and tell me how things are going. And I have let her know of my fears. I have let her know I'm having anxiety about this. I have let her know that I am freaking out. And nothing. I hear nothing. I call over there to find out what's going on. And, you know, oh, well, she's not available right now. Do you want to leave a message? I've left a message every Thursday for 4 weeks. Give me somebody else to talk to. What do they tell me? Well, nobody else can talk to you about that because she is the only one with the information on your case. The way that they work over there, they give each person their caseworker, their person that deals with insurance, and this lady is mine, and she deals with my insurance only. Not just me, but people with my same insurance. And so this is the insurance that she works with. And so she is the only person in the office with any information about how my case is going and where we stand. Guess what? She doesn't work on Fridays. That's why I call every Thursday. And I email every Monday and sometimes on Tuesday. And it's been so frustrating not hearing anything back for 4 weeks. I think I deserve an answer. I think I deserve to know what is going on. Sorry. The video is getting long. I'm rambling. Also, look how thick my hair is getting. Isn't that awesome? My husband helped me trim the sides yesterday, so they're very short. But it's nice and comfortable. Look how long it's getting too. So much longer than it was even in my last video. I've been using mane and tail out of the pet section at Walmart, or you can order it on Amazon.com. And that's what I've been using right now. I am thinking about finding my It Works representative and talking to her about the hair and nails supplement that they have to see if I can do that, if it's a price that I can afford. Right now I can't really afford a whole lot, but maybe I'll be able to get something. I don't know. Anyways, sorry to ramble and rant and all of this. Nothing new to report. Haircut and that's it. Sorry. Staying at 130 ish. I've been 130 today and last time I weighed, so anyways. Peace, love, happiness, healthiness. If you have questions, feel free to ask. If you have information you want to share, feel free to put it in the comments. And you can find me on Facebook. Peace out. Love you guys.